Hello and welcome. I'm Kelly Holmes-Binns, and I've had the privilege of being Vecova's CEO for the past 4 years. This tour is filled with impactful people, interesting facts, and funny stories. And there's even a few spooky stories in there too. This tour tells the story of our legacy and the innovation and impact we'll carry forward into our future. We hope you enjoy. Vecova's story begins nearly 70 years ago, long before the building was built, and is an important and interesting part of Vecova's history. In 1946, a boy named Rodney was born in Calgary to a nurse named Christine Meikle. He was a twin, and early on, Christine noticed that Rodney was different from his sister Audrey. Seeking answers, she took him to a specialist and received a diagnosis that would change her life. Rodney had Down syndrome. At a time when children with disabilities were often hidden away, institutionalized, or forgotten, Christine was told to send Rodney to an institution in Red Deer and forget about him. But Christine refused. That wasn't an answer she would accept. Not for Rodney, and not for the future she envisioned for him. Christine tried to find more information and ended up placing an ad in the local paper, searching for other families with children like Rodney, and the response was overwhelming. She wasn't alone. From the moment Christine committed herself to a new mission, to create opportunities for children with disabilities who deserved more than isolation, they deserved education, dignity, and a place in society. In 1952, Christine Meikle, alongside Emily Follansbee, founded the Southern Alberta Council for Disabled Children, which, fun fact, was renamed in 1993 to the Developmental Disabilities Resource Centre of Calgary, DDRC as we know it today, an organization that shares the same history as us. In 1953, a year after founding this council, Christine opened a small school in her own kitchen on 29th Avenue Southwest, where 6 children gathered to learn, grow, and connect. As enrollment quickly grew, the school moved from her kitchen to basements to church rooms. Christine's determination had ignited a movement. In 1958, Christine took a bold step forward with the opening of the Christine Meikle School, the first government-funded school in Alberta designed specifically for children with developmental disabilities, which still exists today, just a few blocks from us. A few years later, the increased demand for specialized education led to the creation of the Emily Follansbee School, complete with a pool and a garage for vocational training. The success of these schools sparked a wave of progress across Alberta. Communities in Sherwood Park, Lethbridge, and Lloydminster began to follow suit. In 1961, the Calgary Board of Education took over the schools, transitioning them into the public system, an essential step for long-term sustainability. But Christine wasn't finished. She knew that education wasn't enough. She wanted the world to see that individuals with disabilities weren't perpetual children. They were capable adults with talents and dreams. In 1966, she opened the Christine Meikle Activity Centre, the first sheltered workshop of its kind in Calgary. Within just 2 years, 14 adults with disabilities had already been placed into jobs within the community, something no one thought was possible. That same year, Christine received $7 million in funding from the Canadian Association for Disabled Children to establish our building, the Vocational and Rehabilitation Research Institute, VRRI, a groundbreaking facility for its time that offered focused training and support for individuals with disabilities to live and work independently. It was one of Canada's centennial legacy projects, and once again, Christine was leading a bold vision for inclusion and community integration. Throughout her life, Christine Meikle was celebrated for her tireless advocacy and visionary leadership. She was named Calgary's Outstanding Citizen of the Year in 1959, received an honorary doctorate from the University of Calgary in 1971, and was awarded both the Alberta Achievement Award in 1980 and the Centennial Medal in 1987. Christine passed in 1997, but her legacy lives on and continues to inspire the work we do today. But our story does not end with Christine. On January 27, 2011, we rebranded from the Vocational and Rehabilitation Research Institute, VRRI, to Vecova, Center for Disability Services and Research. It was important to have a name that removed the outdated language, was easier to say, reflected our evolving mission better, and invites people to discover the innovative, inclusive work we do. The VE stands for Venture, CO means together, and VA means forward. Vecova now symbolized our commitment to moving forward together for the people and communities we serve. Now that you know how Vecova came to be, you can enjoy the building's history. We hope you reminisce, learn, and celebrate the stories that shaped who we are today.